Welcome to Organic Chat. This is PJ. Today I wanted to share something personal, something I have learned from my marriage journey. Of course, everybody has a story, but this is very simple but very powerful. If you don't sync with your spouse, you will eventually sink. We all know that. See, marriage isn't a competition, it's a collaboration. And the moments that build true connections, right? And that aren't always big or dramatic. Sometimes they happen in the smallest corners of your home, like the kitchen room, right? That's one of the spots that we like. We like to be there cooking for everyone. In my early days of marriage, I thought love was enough and that it would naturally keep everything balanced. But I learned very quickly love needs action. It's not about who does what, it is about being present and participating. If one person is always carrying the emotional or physical load, eventually the joy starts to fade, right? So, syncing isn't just about agreeing things, it is about showing up. And sometimes showing up means rolling up your sleeves and chopping onions, making coffee, or doing some task for her. And I will never forget this lesson. You know, one evening my wife was cooking, multitasking between calls, chopping veggies, and checking on the kids. And so it happened to be I was sitting nearby, scrolling on my phone, thinking I was staying out of her way. But then I looked up and realized she didn't need any space there. She needed support. So I put my phone down and said, all right, what's today's menu? And where is my station? Where should I? What should I? How should I do? How should I help her? At first, she laughed, maybe thinking I would mess things up, and which honestly I did. But as we cooked together, something shifted. The kitchen turned from a core zone into a fun zone. We started experimenting, and I would cut vegetables in a weird shape, and she would tease me about my creativity, seasoning, and we would end up laughing more than we cooked. And that's when I realized helping isn't just about reducing her workload, it's about sharing her world. And that space and the kitchen became our little creative corner, where food wasn't the only thing getting cooked, love too. So now it's a rule in our home that the kitchen belongs to both of us. And I genuinely believe every couple should make it a shared, joyful space. Because when you stir, laugh, and create together, you are sinking in the most natural way possible, right? So there were also times when ego got in the way. You know those moments when you think, why should I do this? What for? But when you step into your partner's shoes, even for a moment, you realize it is not about equality in tasks. It is about equity in effort. Sometimes syncing means adjusting your pride instead of your partner. When both do that, love becomes lighter, laughter becomes louder, and even mistakes in the kitchen become memories you will never forget. Yes or no? So over the years, I have learned marriage is like a music. You know, you don't need perfect notes for that. Correct? You just need rhythm. And some days one of us leads, and some days the other. But the magic is in staying in tune, whether in conversations, decisions, or even recipes. And trust me, when both partners are syncing, even the burnt toast tastes very good. Yes, try it. So here's my takeaway. Love grows best when shared in everyday's moments. Syncing with your spouse isn't just about deep talks or big gestures. It is about being part of their day and their stress, their laughter, their kitchen experiments make your kitchen a place of creativity, not just cooking. Share ideas, try new recipes, mess up together and clean up together. Because that's where the real bonding happens. Of course, we fight, right? So next time your spouse is in kitchen, don't just wait for dinner. Join the process because when you cook together, you are not just making food, you are making memories. Thank you for joining me on this organic chat. And if this story reminded you of someone, share it. Maybe that'll inspire another couple to sink instead of sink. Until my next episode, take care and love you all. Keep your hearts open, on your rhythm steady, and your kitchen full of laughter and love. Love you all.